Heads up, people, this is Thunder. Going to do a real quick video here and update you on Jade Helm and a bunch of other stuff. This isn't so much about Jade Helm as it is the whole country, because now we're seeing that there's drills everywhere now, and there's one in Ontario, California. Zero Hedge did an excellent article and posted a video of them marching down the streets, and people are like looking at them like, what's going on here? Well, I guess, people might wake up at the last minute right before they stick you all in the gas chambers or whatever they're going to do. It's getting serious, people. Okay, so let me point out a number of things that Zero Hedge pointed out, and I sent out the post today, but I just thought I'd do this video because some people watch my videos and don't read stuff I send out. But there's a lot of stuff happening. Okay, the Federal Reserve is relocating from New York, okay, to somewhere, I guess it's Chicago. They've never done that, and they say it's for natural disaster reasons. It's unprecedented, people. Why would they move the Federal Reserve to Chicago? They're expecting something. Obviously, really just spark two brain cells, okay, real quick. Spark them up here. Let's get them going, people. Okay, so we got Jade Helm, which is scheduled, but they're jumping in sooner. They're jumping in right now. They got Operation Maple Leaf going up in Canada right now. And when those people see National Guard troops in Ontario, I mean, I'm just waiting for some kind of flashpoint or something. Okay, so I'm jumping around, I know, but I want to get this all out. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, so you got the precursor to Jade Helm, which is a bunch of military operations taking place already in different states, and people are reporting them in and around different states. Not just California. So we got that, and we got the Federal Reserve, okay, being moved, and then we got Cheyenne Mountain, which is a big underground bunker that they're refurbishing. Acres and acres of land, shielded. It has a shield on it for EMP attacks, electromagnetic pulsing, which is, they send a bomb up into the atmosphere and blow it up, and it levels all electronics. Everything goes out. Water, electricity, anything that runs by electricity is out. That means everything. Computers, cell phones, the whole bit. It's the dark ages, people. And they're refurbishing Cheyenne Mountain now. Okay, and they're getting it all geared up for something. Do they know something we don't? Well, see, this is the perfect thing for a false flag saying that, hey, Russia blew up an EMP, and then we do it ourselves against our own people. Also, they ordered 62 million more rounds of AR-15 ammunition, .223, I think it is, for the borders. Okay, 62 million rounds, people. That's enough for like 10 world wars. I got news for you. I mean, really, spark those brain cells. Get them moving here, because they're moving in. They've already moved in. They're in your neighborhood as we speak. So I don't want to freak anybody out here. Let's just say I'm waking people up. I just did a video on the zombie apocalypse and how everybody's basically like zombies walking around. They're partying and going to nightclubs and doing all this shit, and meanwhile the tanks and troops are moving in their backyard. It's incredible that people aren't saying something more than they are, than the citizen on the street. Also, I just did a thing about the water shortage. Okay, the water shortage in California, and NASA saying there's a year left. Some people try to dispute that and say, no, man, there's a desalinization plant and all this. And it's like, People just want to stick their heads in the sand. What can I say? And here's thunder. You know, I told you in that Jade Helm thing, I said it's the end game. It's the end game. It's past the point of being scared about it or having paranoia about it. It's just here. Now you're going to have to figure out how you're going to deal with it. And you better start telling your neighbors. I hope I get as many hits on this little short video. I'm going to try to keep it short. It's hard for me to, though. But you need to get past this around, people. Thunder's telling the truth here, and a lot of people are. It's just some people might like my delivery better, which is no bullshit. I'm just calling it like I see it, you know. If you're dealt certain cards, you can't ignore those cards. You can't say, oh man, I wish I would have got an ace. And no, you got to play the cards that are dealt you. And you better figure out how to play them real quick. Now, you know, this whole operation thing, all of this stuff could be a precursor to taking everybody's arms, you know, and going from house to house and searching for arms, you know, rifles, handguns, whatever. But if you allow yourself to be surrounded, I mean, if anybody's ever read Sun Tzu's Art of War, if you allow yourself to be surrounded and encamped by the enemy, it's over. I mean, they'll lay siege to you. They'll lay siege by being all around you, and where can you move and how can you communicate? And then what if they shut down communication? See, people are relying on being able to use certain things that aren't going to be there. And you're not going to be able to call Mary, Joe, and Jane. And you're not going to be able to get a hold of mom and pop. And you're not going to be able to get a hold of your brother and sister. And then there's going to be all these troops coming in, surrounding everything, which they're already doing. You ought to be dialing up your loved ones, your relatives, and saying, look, I know you think I'm nuts, but just prove it to them. Show them Zero Hedge. Show them this video. Show them, I'll try to put links to those if I can. Show them the video from Ontario. I've seen the helicopters moving in and out around here, San Diego. They're all over the place now. Is this just coinky-dink, people? Coincidence? That's what everybody wants to think. They just, in fact, most people don't even know this is going on. Like the people in Ontario, I mean, I don't think they had a heads up on this. Now, if you want to find out more information about this, rather than listen to Thunder, I sent out posts today on Google, and I'll try to put the links here in this video. And you just click on them, and you can watch all about the Federal Reserve and all about the additional purchasing of ammo, okay, and the additional it's not like they don't have enough, because they already purchased billions and billions of rounds. You got to wonder, what are they getting ready for? What are they doing? And some people are going to say, well, we're defending, we're getting ready in case Putin or somebody moves in here or tries to move in, and foreign troops. And then you hear all those stories about all the foreign troops that have already been coming in here from Russia, supposedly, and being trained. But at the same time, we're at odds with Russia, and we're on the verge of a nuclear showdown. I don't know, man. How can one balance out? How can one thing be one way and one thing be another? It's almost like you got the space station up there with the cosmonauts and astronauts together, but then down here on Earth, it's like we're at each other's throats, and it's like, it's got to be some kind of grand slam plan here. Some people call it Agenda 21. Earth Day's coming up. Good luck, people. You know, there was a bunch of people in the park. I went out to the park today, and there was a bunch of people all going to Earth Day to celebrate Earth Day. Hello? Every day is Earth Day. If you're not thinking about the Earth every friggin' day and the planet and everything else, no, you don't. Isn't it funny how people just shirk responsibility by going out one day a year and we'll make this Earth Day, and they wave their little flags and hold up their little signs? Okay, it's nice that people want to celebrate Earth Day, but if somebody like me got up on the podium there, I mean, those people's hairs would be standing on end if they really knew what was going on with the planet, if they really knew what was going on with the government, if they really knew what was happening all over. This is something, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, this is happening, people. This is fact, okay? You just read these things like at Zero Hedge, and it's like, there it is, and you got the pictures, and you got even the government saying we're going to do these exercises. I mean, don't people question anything? Don't people... just imagine this, people. Imagine that all these military, all these military units and all these National Guard units that are moving in all over the place and taking over the streets and have live rounds and ammo and all this stuff. Just imagine if they had a little swastika on their shoulder. Then would that make you sit up and take notice? And then we got the Department of Homeland Security ramping up for something. See, it's been laying kind of dormant, the DHS. Hasn't really been doing a lot of stuff, but it's, the silent but deadly things that you got to watch out for, because they'll ramp it up, Oh, and then another thing, too, I almost left this out. Boy, I don't want to forget this. Walmart closing a bunch of stores in the same states that supposedly Jade Helm's going to be in. Closing a bunch of stores. Now, wait a minute here. Walmart's, people? 4 or 5 stores. Oh, we got to fix the plumbing in them, was the excuse, supposedly. We got to fix the plumbing for the bathrooms. Really? So you're closing stores down for like months and months, maybe never to reopen? I heard somebody go, they're going to turn them into gas chambers. Might not be too far from the truth. Maybe morgues. See, you say stuff like this and people go, But I mean, would anything surprise you at this point? Would anything? Because if it would, then I guess you're just not, you're part of the zombies walking around, the Kool-Aid drinkers, and you know what? They have no use for you people that don't even know what they're doing to you. Okay, you'll be the first ones to go. Okay, because you'll be the easiest to take care of. You'll be the ones that when they say we got to herd you into a compound here, just like they did with the Jews in Nazi Germany. We have to rid you of your lice. I mean, what if they gather everybody up and stick you in some big building, say, yeah, this is for your own. And a lot of people, they'll just go. They'll just go right in there and say, yeah, this is for, they're protecting us against a terrorist attack. And man, I'm telling you, if an EMP ever comes down, and see, they'll blame it on Russia, because who's the big, who's the big enemy right now, and who has always been? They'll blame it on Russia or China or North Korea or something, even if they don't do it. I mean, this country will do it. And, I'm going to just stop here for a minute and tell you about a movie I saw back in the 60s. And it was a hair-raising movie, okay? And when I saw that movie, I don't think anybody even remembers it, or it might have been almost a B movie, or it was a big deal to some of us that saw it. It was called No Blade of Grass, No Blade of Grass. And it was about population control, and it was about how they decided that they were just going to nerve gas different cities, take them all out and reduce the population because of national emergency required that there was no more food for enough people. And then people got wind of it. Okay, people got wind of it, and they started a mass exodus, and it was like Mad Max. It was complete chaos, people fleeing to the hills, all kinds of things, killing one another on the freeways, trying to get out of town. Now, I know that sounds really absurd, but how far away from absurd is it when you look up and see chemtrails of barium aluminum or aluminum oxide or whatever that they're spraying all over the people right now? Isn't that kind of a nerve gas? So, for those of you who think that all this stuff is too far out, man, there's a lot of us that are awake, that are enlightened, that know that where it's at right now is too far out. I mean, just the fact that people will swallow this whole thing hook, line, and sinker about Jade Helm and the exercises and all that stuff, and then allow National Guard troops to start appearing everywhere in different cities and not doing anything about it, and noticing that they're changing the Federal Reserve, and noticing that they're ordering more ammo. And they're not hiding it, okay? Now, there's two reasons they're not hiding it. They either want people to get freaked out, and this is a disinfo thing, a psyops thing, or they know that there's not enough people awake to where it's going to make any freaking difference whether they find out or not, because nobody's going to believe it, and nobody's going to... And I get so many emails that tell me, oh my God, I've been trying to tell my family, even their own family members, I've been trying to tell my family about this for months now, and they think I'm insane, and they think I should be put away. And people are really having a hard time convincing their own families and even their neighbors and everything else that, hey, man, you better open up your eyes. You better pay attention. Because the same shit happened in Nazi Germany. That's what you got to tell them. You got to take the bull by the horns, and you got to be belligerent about it. And don't just tell them about it. Back it up with facts. Get the links to all the things. Go, I can show you the links. I can do this. I can do that. This is not, fiction. I mean, everybody knows about Jade Helm. They publicized it. What do they think about that? They think that's okay? It's really hard for me to fathom, people, that everybody is that dumbed down and out of sleepers, that, what it is? It's just denial. It's denial. It's like, oh, don't make any waves in our, It's like row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Life is but a dream, merrily, 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 all that good stuff. And that's where people are doing. They're rowing their boats down the stream, and they're partaking in all this stuff, and sports and bars and all kinds of stuff, and all the distractions. And all of a sudden, boom, you're going to hit rapids that are in the middle of the Grand Friggin' Canyon. Okay. That's what's going to happen. They're rowing their boat down the stream, and they hit the rapids, and boom, you got rocks, boulders, rapids. It's just going to be like that. Real quick, real quick. It's going to be like somebody snuck up on them and buried a hatchet in them or something. I mean, I hate to get graphic here. Maybe that'll wake some people up. But seriously, now is the time. Now is the time to well, it was a long time ago, okay? The time was a long, long time ago that people should have woke up, that people, but I'm telling you right now, if you don't pay attention to this kind of stuff, if you don't spread the word. Okay, so let me review here. You know, we got an operation going on before it's going on. Jade Helm's going down before it's going down. And there's other preparations being made that are suspicious looking. Are they all connected? What do you think? What do you think? It's up to you to come to your final conclusions, because Thunder's just presenting the evidence here. He's just giving you some evidence. He's just giving you a heads up, and this is taking place here. There's a place over here. This is happening here. You know, connect the strings to the dots, you know. Do whatever you got to fill in the blanks, you know, fill in the blank mind with realization. You know, so you got the Fed, you got the Cheyenne, you got the additional bullets, you got the weird domes popping up and all over some states, and you got Walmart's closing. All of a sudden, Walmart, you know, that's a big deal. A lot of people depend on Walmart's for everything. It's like a big friggin' warehouse. And if you don't have a Walmart in your town, I mean, a lot of people are like, they're lost. They're lost. So, take this for what it's worth, pass it around, ponder it for a while, and you come to your own conclusions, people. I'm just here reporting to you what I saw all of a sudden today, sent to me. I get little email blurbs and stuff, and it's an eyebrow raiser if it's true. Zero Hedge is pretty credible, and when you see something right there on YouTube, the video, and it's in the Zero Hedge article, there's no denying that, is there? All right, people, I'm out of here. Adios. Take care, man. Watch your back. Watch your back. I mean, so let me say in parting that there's going to be a flashpoint, I feel. There's going to be a point where one citizen or one monkey, or, you know, like the 100th monkey, a group of citizens or a town or some event's going to happen that's going to be a flashpoint, and then everybody might just, boom, wake up all at once. That might spread across the nation. Wait a minute, what's going on? And then you know what'll happen? Before anybody gets a chance to react, boom, they'll be right in on you. They'll just go, they know now, there's nothing, we have to move quickly. That's what could happen. So keep that in mind, people. Adios.